So, last session, on their way to meet the Dragon King Brytarth in his capital city of Idfell, the group picked up some pigs to be a offering to him to try to appease him to gain favor and get him back the final weapon of chaos. Having fought some hill giants along the way and meeting up with his daughter Beery with part of her family, have finally made their way to his throne room in the Obsidian Throne, having him with the King Brytarth meeting with some subject of his, taking his rage out on a poor guard for failing to guard some of his livestock from same said hill trolls, and pretty much cleaving the guy in half with his claws, leaving him bleeding out to die on the floor. And this is where we will join the party back up. Lyric. The last couple days have been a blur to you. It's been like your mind's been stuck in like a white void. You don't know how you got here, but you're in a room kind of filled with black obsidian and a dead guy on the floor and a imposing guy sitting on a throne at the end.
Okay, quick question. Did you use lyric at all in the last session?
Slightly. You remember some talk you had, but you couldn't. It's not coming to mind.
I'm looking at her with a less. She doesn't have full HP or all of her inspiration. So.
Oh, you would have gotten a full rest, so you could have those back.
Okay. Okay.
You've gotten a full rest. I think you're not sitting at full HP too, Zane, so you can full rest.
Why not have full HP?
Okay.
I am on my character sheet. He must have just grabbed an old token.
Okay.
I can fix that. There we go.
Because my DM view shows that your HP bar, the stream view does not.
On the token, I didn't have it full because when you thrown it on him, I didn't refill that bar, but I had it fully up on my sheet.
Okay.
So we're all good.
You can give me an Arcana check quick, Lyric.
25.
Yeah, you seem to remember something about Nildir saying something about his magic, like it might have affected you in some way. From the weird time stuff that's been happening to him.
Lyric will look at him. You and your stupid time cooties.
I told you, they're not time cooties.
Out a little bit more. Ugh. You hear the Brytarth kind of grumble out his throne. Beric, get someone in here to get this body out of here. And you, dear farmer, you are dismissed. You kind of shaking. Thank you, my lord. I will get back to her guarding the sheep. Yes, as he kind of scrolls around you guys.
So, there's a dead body.
Yep.
And what was it like? What was this person? Was it just a normal human, elf, dwarf? I forget. It's been a while.
I don't think I said, but I'm pretty sure he was a human. He's in like, mild guard armor, kind of not real plate, but more kind of like a studded leather.
I'm tempted. Oh, I'm tempted. They said they were sending someone to take care of it?
Yes. As you see this little kobold coming up and looking at it. Very well. Hi, guys. Good seeing you again. As he kind of walks by you.
Victor's going to give the polite nod to a dear friend.
Is he just leaving, or is he dragging the body with him?
He's not dragging the body with him. He's going to go get somebody that can.
Oh. Well, I could always take care of it. I could always take care of it.
Are you saying that out loud?
Just kind of mumbling it so the others can hear, in the immediate vicinity can hear, but not just like yelling it out. It's like, I can take care of it.
You can take care of it, huh? Brytarth kind of says from up on the throne.
Oh, hello.
So how, pray tell, Mr. Visitor, can you take care of this body?
Would you like a demonstration?
You have me intrigued. What is your demonstration?
Well, I'm going to slowly, hold on, make sure I have this right. Blah blah blah.
Now, right there, fully knowing what full well what Brytarth is capable of, and under what mood, depending on the mood he's in, is kind of giving that side eye to Neil there to say, basically to the emotion he's equating is don't screw this up. This man will literally kill us. Not sorry, the Dragon King will literally kill us.
So Nildir's gonna walk up slowly past Victor, give him a sly little wink as he walks by, just slowly getting closer to this body till he's about 10 feet away. And then I'm going to cast Animate Dead. Because Nildir is a necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to do this. It is technically not dead. Well, actually, no, I'm just going to... I have a token.
There's Jack Bob.
I don't like that magic, the most, but command it to get out of here now, or you will suffer my wrath, little elf.
Well, I turn to it. You, number one, go wait outside.
Uh...
That's not the right button. There you go. So Victor will step forth, like clearly keeping range because he hasn't been offered to step close to the throne. And he'll just say, Brytarth, your eminence, and we'll do a polite bow. It's been far too long.
Ah, yes. Victor, was it? Yes, it's been a while since I've seen you. Have you come to swear fealty to me and my kingdom?
Not today. Also, you're not unless you're paying me either way. No, we're here on as official envoys from. I'm always forgetting the name of our capital. I remember, just remember the capital.
Serious.
Sirius from the Empire of
So
Sirius.
serious.
No, that's the capital name, the Solaire.
Oh,
It's kind of a theocracy-like thing, so...
Yeah, I just been calling it the Empire.
So what brings you here today, then? I see you have... I recognize the tall guy back there behind you. A little spaced out right now, but I don't recognize your elf friends and... Yeah, elf friends.
I forget, isn't Nyarlathotep human?
No, he's half-elf.
Half up, yeah.
He's half
That's
elf
wrong.
like Nildir.
Oh god, I just realized I have three people with elven persuasion in my company. Yay.
Well, when he says he doesn't recognize three of us, Nildir will do a slight bow and in Draconic say, Nildir Braston, at your service.
When you say that, he kind of does the index finger and thumb kind of like thinking pose. Huh. You have the same name of a person from 1,000 years ago. Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Hi, I'm Nilithotep. I serve Chaos and Victor here. You kind of get like perks up to that. You know what? I'm not going to question it.
Please don't. And Victor just kind of like pinches the bridge of his nose a bit. It's a long explanation. I don't believe you.
He kind of looks down at your sword. I suppose it's because of that thing, isn't it?
You would be correct. Very, very perceptive.
And you, miss, what is your name?
It's Lyric.
Ah, I see you must be a musician, so we found someone to be a minstrel for him, huh?
She just dead stares at him. Just dead stares.
I'm gonna roll for something here. You got spunk. I like you. So, usually envoys come with an offering of some kind. What did you bring me?
Well, as I recall correctly, the last time you were passing through Imperial lands to the south, you stopped by a certain spot that piqued your interest. Specifically, pork, if I recall.
As you're saying that, I'm not putting it on here, but see a couple of kobolds wheeling in a pig on the pig you had pre-prepared, wheeling it in here.
I do believe pigs are scarce in these lands, so we've brought you to as a gift from the lands to the south. Some prepared slices of pork, as well as a nice fine one to breed your own. You're just ready to give birth. I'm sure you would enjoy something so rare and succulent.
Yes, pigs are. Well, you get wild boars over there, but they don't have a lot of fat to them, so they're tend to be dry and not as tasty. But bred pigs, they got that right amount of fat and juiciness to them. Like the ones we had that one time we stopped at that bar near the border. Those are some good pigs.
The cooks and chefs there send their regards, by the way. Wink.
Ah, they're from the same place. You, Kobold, has, I don't want to name this guy. Nude had a chance to work and, finish this. The Kobold responds, yes, your majesty. He has, worked his magic on it, and it should be good and ready to go for you. Good. Bring it up to me. As he kinda wields it up to him. You are dismissed. And the kind of kobold just kind of like bows and kind of just runs off. As he just starts grabbing, like rips a hawk of it off and just starts chewing, diving right into it. You hear him like crunch through the bones and everything.
This just feels so fitting that I've got these pork belly sliders I'm enjoying right now.
So so I do believe proper procedure is it would be to enjoy the feast before we discuss business. So
We can discuss and eat at the same time. I'm pretty informal like that.
Well, uh,
All right.
as you wish. Ish, yeah, I wasn't hoping to go this fast. That's
So,
above
how's
me.
old Edmund doing?
Oh, he's got his hands full. Troubles on the borders, troubles at home, but he's got it well in control. Otherwise, same as usual.
Yes, I had some when I was visiting that last time. I had some home own trouble pop up back here, and I had to scurry on back pretty quick from, you know who.
Dragon's Bane.
Oh no,
Oh,
that guy's actually killable.
Oh, you're talking about that asshole Namek.
Not many people have the balls to actually say his name out loud.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of that shit. Saying his, I still don't know why he changed his name in the first place.
Wait, what?
It's not his original name. I don't know if he was trying to be edgy or what.
That crystal you were investigating. You're the actual guy from 1,000 years ago, aren't you?
He's gonna raise his hand and tap his nose. Bingo.
Interesting. He's ripped off like a good section, like the belly, and just starts going onto that. Mm. Ooh, that belly's nice and crispy.
A good segment as any. A segue as any. It's actually on dealing with our mutual adversary is pretty much why we're here.
I figured you were here because of her.
Guys out of the bag then. Yes. She I'm assuming you already know she found one of Chaos's little trinkets.
Iona, get in here! Why? As you hear coming from kind of behind. Whoops, that's not where I meant to. Behind here. Just get in here. As you see kind of a lady kind of poke out kind of timidly. These people aren't going to hurt you. Get out here. Oh, it's you. Points to you, Victor. I saw you in that dream with all those other people the other night.
I'm glad to see we can meet face to glad to be we're able to meet face to face.
You kind of started like smoking, and then you and your friend disappeared. It was weird. Everyone got confused. The lady said you probably woke up unexpectedly. The other guy just
That
laughed.
manner of speaking. And that's to be expected.
You do see that she's got a staff, like that staff on her back.
Yeah, and there's the cause. And here's the reason why we're here. So, long and the short of it is I know exactly the people who all have the the artifacts of chaos. Current company notwithstanding. One of them happens to be one of our neighbors, and that one happens to be in the hands of I've been working with dear old Namek.
So they're all accounted for now, huh? Yeah.
Correct.
We always knew where the hammer was. That thing's been in the king's weapon since over 1,000 years. Albeit it got used up 1,000 years ago on your precious emperor. But I'm pretty sure he's recharged it since then.
Quick question: does Nildir remember that day?
Yeah, you remember the fight with the two gold zombies and everything like that.
The two gold zombies and
No,
the Dracolich and everything.
dragon zombie and the gold dragon zombie. No, the gold dragon and the gold dragon zombie.
Gold dragon zombie, yeah.
But you don't remember when the artifacts got used.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So that's essentially news for Nildir. Luther's unfazed by this.
You're not sure what you remember that you heard that Edmund's immortal, but you haven't asked why.
Yeah, no really idea why that is. But it's a question for later. We have more pressing matters.
Gonna leave that there for the moment. Still along the shore of it, Brytarth. I wish for Iona to come back with us. I don't know if you want the added heat of one nation, one maniacal, deluded lich with a delusions of grandeur. Her causing trouble. And granted, they will be causing trouble.
Oh, like I'm afraid of some lich. The only reason he's not dead is I have no idea where his phylactery is. He can try to assault me all he wants. I am the biggest protection. The best thing to protect her in this world.
Still, there's always the question of collateral.
As long as I have the weapon, who cares if one or two things die to keep it safe? Can always get more. Everyone, you can give me a perception perception check quick on Iona.
Perception, is that, do you say Victor?
No, for Iona, the lady.
No, do you say who can make that?
Everyone. I forgot to say this when she walked into full view.
16.
And I'll say, Nildir, you can have advantage on this because you're in Lyric too, because you're kind of more magic predispositioned.
Perception. 15.
Make sure I'm just remembering this right. Yeah, Nildir and Victor, you both notice this. You seem to like what she's human, but she's clearly got like magic shimmering like red dragon scales on parts of her skin. You can see.
Huh.
And Nildir and Victor, you can give me an Arcana check now.
One moment.
Arcana. Nat 1.
13. Not a nat 1.
Nope, none of you passed the check for that, so. But kind of Iona pucks up. I don't want to leave here. It's where only place I know. No, I don't. She's kind of shriveling up. He's like terrified right now.
Hmm. All right. Then play Tarf. I'm willing to play a game. Do you have a price?
Price. Well,
I noticed. I noticed
I'd
that
make a
you're
trade. If you want to stay here, she can go back to Edmund and the Empire.
So, so you do have an interest in the artifacts. Interesting.
Wasn't that understood when less than a minute ago he said he doesn't mind if people die as long as the artifact stays safe here with him? His
Yes,
people can be replaced.
but it's the idea of it's not so much that it's. But it's if I already I'm actually 100% sure you already know what they can do and what they offer. So my question is, if you say you have one protected, you know they're powerful, but they're useless without all four of them being fully charged.
Exactly. And there's no way for right now we're going to be able to get the fourth one over in Dragon's Bane until we deal with Brytarth, with Lich Guy himself.
Until
Best to keep them
Braytart deals
separate
with
until he's
Braytart.
out of the equation.
Until we deal until we deal with Mr. Lich or the head of Dragon's Bane. So that's both off the table.
Because whatever he plans to do with them, I don't want to come to pass. It's no good for me, so I'm good with helping it. Good with stopping it.
Then we're unless at least on that part we're in agreement. And the Dragon's Bane will do anything to, well, increase its power, just for its own goals, and Nyarlathotep pretty much wears his on his sleeves. I'm sorry, wears his ambitions on his sleeves. At the very least, we can deal with an accord, a treaty, if you will.
As he's still hacking away at this pig. Mm. That bite had a lot of seasoning in it. Mm.
Didn't we also bring him like a cask or barrel of either like some kind of elven wine or or beer or something?
Yes, we did. Surprised we didn't bring it in though.
I'd say one of you should have had that on you.
I'm pretty sure that would have been Mountain Blood, considering the two strongest people are literally him and Victor.
Yeah, we'll say
And they
Skull
the only ones
Smasher. Mountain Blood had that on him because you're here right now, Skull. Right? See you in the chat. Maybe you're just not here. Okay, so never mind.
He said he's here lurking.
And Victor's trying to think he's trying to think fast. Hmm. But yeah, that's pretty much the best offer on the table is kind of like a not essentially a treaty or a non-aggression pact.
So you want
Alright.
us to be civil with each other until Namek is dealt with, then, correct?
Correct.
So I will keep Iona here under my scrutiny and protection. Edmund will have his protect you and your weapon. We will try whoever gets back the dagger from him himself is fine to keep it.
As for the hammer,
Well, do you want to risk open war with the kingdom?
it's like frankly, and Victor just put his hands behind his head. I am a mercenary, so I go we're fighting the sickest anyway. But as for starting wars, that's usually not within most contracts. Tends to be pretty bad for business.
Now for the way I think it might play out. Because I'm pretty sure I know what Edmund wants to do if we can get another wish granted on that. And if it's the wish I think it is, frankly, I'm fine with it happening. I'm pretty sure the King of Dragonsbane wouldn't object to that either, and letting the wish come true for that time being. But that's up for him to discuss with you. It is just hearsay on my part.
I do have one last request, since we've essentially an accord.
Sure, what's your question?
Do you mind if me and Iona could speak alone? Only for a few minutes.
Kind of looks over at, Iona. Well, I suppose if she's okay with it. Are you okay with it, my liege? He kind of says timidly. Yeah, that's fine. If she's willing to talk with you, I won't hold anything of you talking with each other. As long as you're not plotting anything, I'm fine with it.
Victor would just do the whole crossing his heart. Like, I wouldn't dream of it.
No, he kind of goes, before I forget. Iona, I know you weren't in the best cast of life before. You need to get some more meat on you. Come have some of this pig. Oh, thank you, your highness. She kind of goes up and kind of grabs a little bit off and takes it off and start chewing on it and start walking away. This is really good. Because Victor, you remember her not being the most kind of like, a poor constitution to her. She's not like sickly, but
thin,
very, yeah,
very thin, like almost stick-like.
Well, not that bad, like a.
But not that bad. But yeah, it's like I get what you mean. Like, not quite malnourished, but not really. We've seen the countryside. No one's really feasting well other than Brytarth, and maybe people in his army.
Yeah, maybe. like Beery. She's properly nourished.
Yes.
Sorry for butting in, Your Majesty. As a bear kind of walks in. I know you said to deal with the guard, but he's kind of standing outside. I thought he looks dead, but. You, Magic Man, explain to him what happened.
Oh, yes, I already remedied this situation. I have... What's the best way to put this? Gave it a bit of unlife and commanded it to wait out in the hallway so it would not anger Lord Brytarth.
Okay, can I take it away more so I can get to the proper body disposal? I have a cart for it. But would I need the cart because would it obey me? I mean, I know what necromancy is, I don't study that. Give me a perception check, Nildir and Lyric.
Is it perception?
Perception, yes.
What is that? 5.
Lyric, you notice this little kobold has a spell book kind of strapped to his belt. So he's clearly a wizard of some kind.
Come back, Magic Man.
Now Let's kind of goes, you got a spell book. You're a magic person. You read book, make stuff go boom, right? Bear kind of, I can, yes, but I'm not the kind of magic I focus on.
Okay. Yeah, although I although I am trained in a wide array of different types of magic, my main source of study was necromancy, yes. Is
Okay,
the
so
door
can
open?
you tell him to go with me so I can get him out of the hallway?
Yeah, is the door open?
Yeah, we'll just say it's open right now.
Of course. He's gonna turn around over his shoulder. Apologies, one moment. Number one! Go with the kobold!
He kind of does the... He would put a thumb up, but it looks like his thumb got torn off by Brytarth.
Very well, yeah, just go and listen to the kobold. And that is all.
Oh, well. This makes our job much easier. Come along, number one, I guess.
So, on that note, like, you guys, tell Bray, you guys, I'm gonna leave you guys here with Brytarth, regale him some stories, tell how things have been, but tell him some of our exploits, have a good
Well,
time.
then,
I will be right back. Taking the puppet with me.
So, we have a
Wait, go-
deal then. I will keep her. You'll stay in the Empire, and we'll agree to not do anything to each other to harm each other's stuff. And if we happen to get information about our equal mutual enemy, we can share it with each other. I would assume would be okay.
Works for me.
Very well. Since you are my guests, I will make sure my chef Nude prepares you some dinner and drinks tonight. He has been my personal chef for many a years, and he's getting on in age, but he's still quite a good chef, so be sure to be kind to him. He's one of the few
Understood.
people I respect. You should have I do have a guest chamber down the hall. You are welcome to go there for your evening so you don't have to journey again tonight.
Will do. Just, like I said, want to have that chat first.
Sure, there is another room across that you can use with her to speak with her.
Once again, thank you for your time, Brytarth.
As you can see him kind of nibbling on a rib.
I was I was just slightly considering saying something, but I have a feeling it would just really piss him off. Either he wouldn't give a shit or it would piss him off.
Yeah,
I was half considering saying Silo sends his regards.
honestly, if Victor had any inclination that would piss him off, he would just walk. He would just walk over you and stomp on your foot. He needs this. He needs things to go well. You don't need to be pissing off our. You don't need to be pissing. Victor will explain later. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like that's all the leverage he has at the moment.
Guess the meeting went well.
Bye, Mr. Dragon Guy. He kind of looks... He just looks shocked at the way that guy said it.
Yeah, as well as to be expected. I mean, I said, they're not most most of this was just figuring out where everyone stood.
Mm-hmm.
But walking into, I'm assuming we're out in the hallway at this point as we're
Yeah,
kind of
I don't have a separate thing for that,
Right.
so
yeah.
let me go over to the generic everything screen.
So that went well.
Give or take.
I'm not entirely sure if we accomplished what we were here for, but
At the very
I'm
least, though, have we don't have to worry about Brytarth getting any ideas of sudden wanton destruction in the empire on our home and everywhere else. He's more content to stay within his borders and just
Now
do
that
as he
Tep kind
pleases.
of speaks up, well, we're not Shard's corpses, so I say that went well.
That too.
that is true.
I've literally seen him in man form pour dragon fire down a man's throat.
That
So
would have been a sight to see. Oh god, the smell. What would that
you have
smell
no.
like?
Well, you
Fear
do
just
know.
leans in. You have no idea.
Well, it has been said I'm not incredibly knowledgeable myself, even though I did practice some necromancy for a while. It is said that shard corpses smell like pork.
Yeah, but Shard too much it burns, and that's different.
Yeah, it's something else. Because the only people who would know about this is literally Mountain Blood and Victor. That's in the room, and they both remember that sight and smell.
Because he
Huh.
didn't pour
Sticking back
above
into
game.
the
He
scene.
didn't pour fire breath down his throat. He shoved his fist into his stomach
Oh
and
yeah.
lit off a fireball inside his stomach and
Oh, that's right.
exploded
Ew.
him.
I'm sorry, I'm remembering wrong. Yeah,
Ew.
I knew it was something gnarly.
And let me advise, he upcast the shit out of that too. Because he was pissed.
Yeah, the trouble Ray Tar was speaking of earlier, I it just clicked. Hanked earlier. Those were rebels within his rebel cultists, I guess you would say, anti-dragon cultists, something like that. Point is though, they were good lord causing Lord Braytar some trouble, and he dealt with it accordingly. Well, accordingly to him. But yeah, as far as what we are attempting to accomplish, less less of a actually, it's more of just figuring out where everyone stood, exactly what the situation was. I need eyes on on the subject instead of just hearsay.
Mm.
And it's not exactly easy to get people into. It's generally frowned upon to be caught spying on your neighbors. So rather than sneak in, I fear, and a diplomatic envoy just to kind of discuss things would be the better approach.
Honestly, I was kind of hoping for a fight, but
I'm not ready. I'm not blood. We are a lot of things. Crazy is definitely on the list. We are not crazy enough to take on an ancient red dragon.
Well, there's a difference
man,
between crazy and suicidal.
That's very much in the suicidal camp.
yeah, gotta go a little chaotic every so often.
Yeah, there's a time and place, big guy. Time and place.
It's so much fun, though. Maybe that's just me.
But overall,
Well, it's just you and Narlethrotep.
yep. And also it seems convincing you to leave is going to be
Yeah, Victor
pretty
could
much
probably survive his
zero.
fire breath. Everyone else, not so much.
Maybe you could survive for one turn. What about the following turn? Also, again, dragon. Last I checked, we're only level what 8?
Are we?
Yeah, we're level 8.
Yeah,
so,
level 8.
Yeah, no. Point is though,
And we'll say you gave him the booze and he liked it.
yeah.
Yeah, can't
You
go
basically
wrong.
just chugged it right in front of you.
Oh,
Well, at the very least, though, the goal is either to make an ally or at least get a piece off the table. So it's just as far as you know, it's just us, this Lich Boy over there, and his the number one minion, and Dragon's Bane.
Dragon's Bane.
And like I said, last I checked, all these artifacts, as strong as they are and they can become, they only really grant that wish if they're all brought together, fully charged. So knowing that he doesn't really have that much of a stake in it, it's just another prize in his collection. It's fine.
Yeah, as long as you don't use it.
Give me,
Well, that's the thing,
Victor, give me,
he's betting on what Edmund wants to use it for. If he had a second shot.
give
I can
me,
think-
just a quick intelligence check, Victor.
Yeah. I can guess what he wants to do with it, but yep, I'll give you an intelligence check.
Let's roll.
Don't roll low.
Ooh, good.
9. Yeah, what is it? I think that's the second one I've gotten. That's just straight digits, same digits.
You begin to think you wonder how much your weapon is charged.
I have been wondering that for a while now.
Okay, you look at the diamond at the end of the pommel on your sword hilt, the handle.
Yeah.
It is now it's gotten a little more red than when you first got it.
Does like above game for the sword, if it absorbs like energy, it's a slow charge through through murder, right?
Yep.
It's a slow charge with monsters.
Yeah.
It's a fast charge with humanoids.
Yep, you would charge it faster if you've been killing more humanoid stuff, but you've been basically killing monsters.
Gotcha. Okay.
And undead don't count for shit.
Yeah.
Is that with all the weapons then?
Yes. Because you've been told that.
That only makes
They all
sense.
charge the same way.
Yeah.
Because you remember, I'm blanking on her name. Xanatha's weapon was pretty much a blood garnet.
I see. Okay.
You think with Fitch's profession, that would have charged faster, but he's only killed a few humanoids just in the discharge of his duties. Everything else has just been like either undead or demons or other kinds of beasts.
Deities.
And I'm pretty sure those giants didn't count.
I mean, yeah. Probably not.
Well,
I mean,
say,
they're kind of humanoid. They're just big humanoids.
Yeah.
Guess whatever the classification is.
That's the thing about this sort of magic. You have to be specific. Vagaries don't quite fly.
As you're walking down the hall, you see kind of a man kind of walking with a cane, kind of an older, grizzled-looking human. Ah, yes, you must be the guests. Please, come in. As he kind of shuffles you to this little side room. As you enter in it, you see basically kind of a decent-sized table. You see some nice-looking beds kind of on the sides. This whole room's still looks like it was, carved straight out of obsidian. Few like those same dragon sconces for lights in there. This is the guest room for important guests. My name is Nude. I am the king's personal chef. I will be preparing you guys some food tonight.
Pardon me, what was your name again?
Nude. Knud, or Knud. Nude.
Okay, I just wanted to double check. That's all.
Oh, blood's kind of choking. He's preparing food.
It looks like it would be pronounced canoed, but it's nude.
With a silent K.
Yep.
Making food in the nude.
So you're the adventurers my king said he met when he was visiting Solaire that he was impressed with.
See that brings a smile to my face. I'm glad we left a good impression on the king.
Yes, there's two ways to make good impressions on him. Good food and being of use to him in a good way. So he's probably trying to recruit you here, isn't he?
He's made a gesture, so yes. Short answer is yes. But unfortunately we are here as my envoys, so that wouldn't really go well back home if we suddenly switch sides, quote unquote.
Yes, you were the ones that brought the pig, so I got the other one finished repairing, and I have the other one for him probably tomorrow. And you brought me a pregnant one, so we'll be getting more.
Well, it always helps. Again, always helps to make a good impression. And I remember how much you loved the pork when we came down south.
Yes, I've made him wild boar, but that stuff lacks so much fat. It's hard to make it good without. We don't get many seasonings up here, unfortunately. Being, mountainous and all that. There's some, but not always the best.
Well, does anyone you want to talk about for some inspiration? He's just gonna pull Lyric over. Lyric happens to be one of the best has one of the best ideas for culinary treats.
Culinary treats, you say? Color me intrigued.
Laird just looks at him. Cheesecake.
Cheesecake?
But
You
it's a
make
pie.
cake? The cake is a pie?
Yes. Because you need to cook it in a pie tin. It has crust, but it's made out of cheese.
Lyric, what madness is this?
Oh no, you've gone too far.
Here, come with me to my kitchen. You must show me. Victor,
Lyric.
give me a history check here.
Let's see, where's my history? Let's see if I get straight double numbers again. No, I'm not. 18.
Something seems familiar about this guy, but you can't place it.
Like we've met before, or just something.
Something at the back of your head seems like you've met this guy before, but you can't figure out why.
Huh. So
But
as
you're thinking about that, you hear, you wanted to talk to me, Mr. Victor? Was it?
Victor's going to turn. Is going. I'm assuming she's standing right behind us, isn't she?
She's kind of like peeking around the corner of the door that's open.
Yes, I did. Hey, I know. Last visit was a little abrupt.
Yeah, you could say that.
So Victor's just going to walk into the room with Pupper. It's like, and just kind of give a look back. It's like, I'll be a bit. You guys make yourselves at home. And he's gonna kind of close the doors and go take a seat.
So what did you want to talk to me about?
So I'm hoping you've been taking my last words to heart. The last time we spoke.
What were those words again?
Long story short, I said don't trust anybody in that room.
Oh,
That that was about as much I could say before I was abruptly awakened and pulled out.
even even the one that says it's the weapon?
That actually might be the only person in that room you can't trust. The and Victor will just will place his blade down. Like he'll still keep a hand on him, but he'll just kind of tap it. Like Mayhem's been a friend, which is a rare thing. And especially given the game that's at play. But yes, that I would say of all the persons in that room, that is the only other person I would place any trust in individually.
Hmm. I know
I don't know. Go on.
the thing in the staff says to it needs energy. It needs me to kill things.
And
I haven't done it. I've done it in self-defense with some wolves attacked me in the forest one day. I mean, I could always do this. She kind of shoots off a firebolt. I've always had some weird magics in me.
I take it you're a sorcerer? So sorceress.
Yes, it's some of, I guess, Brytarth's blood runs through my family and it lets me, has magic innately built into me.
Sorcerers always have it so easy. I had to go to, well, I had to teach myself, I had to read books, I had to do so much work to get where I am now, and they all have this, oh, we have magic in our blood.
I know Brytarth was telling me that this weapon is versatile. It can do a lot of things if I do what it tells me to.
You don't necessarily have to do what it tells you to. They're shaped the personality is shaped just as much by your actions, your will, as much as it might be shaping you. If if you're following me so far. You are not powerless in this.
Yes, if maybe I could teach it to help protect me, because I'm everything. I don't know.
I know it's
Sticks
a
can be
lot,
good
but
for
this
that, right?
it can be. Like I said, and they are intelligence on their own, but they are not. Like I said, they are not a tool, nor are they merely a simple weapon. They can be your friends, they can be your companions, but they can also be the angel or the devil on your shoulder, depending on how you choose to interact with them.
So this thing could be my friend?
Can be your advisor, can be a lot of things. But
Give me
the
a
idea,
persuasion check here, Victor.
a persuasion check. 17. I see a 26 on the other side. I'm saddened, but okay.
Okay, so kind of here talking. Will you be my friend if we help each other? You can be? So good, I've never had a friend before.
Just keep in mind, they tend to go a little crazy when if they are if they have a certain type of energy.
What kind of energy is that?
humanoids.
Humanoids.
Basically, anything intelligent, sapient like you or I.
I know Brytarth did say if I could try to charge this weapon sooner, the if I can kill humans, but I don't really want to do that unless it's self-defense. Then, you know, I mean, I'll gladly help butcher animals with it to feed it. She kind of points at this. She always said there's this crystal here. Kind of shows in the middle of there's a basically a white, super clear diamond in there.
Like I said, now, and Victor will show the diamond on his, saying, what's kind of what was a diamond? It's like,
Well, I'd say yours more is like a pink diamond right now. Would be a best way to describe it.
yeah, mine. I've mostly been fighting monsters, like giants. So, actually, yeah, let's go down the list. There's been giants. There's been elementals. Those big scorpions. I think those big. I think we fought big scorpions last time. Whatever some of the beasts out in the deserts were. Her wolves, so on and so forth, and the occasional person who decided they wanted to take something they wanted by force. Every time we came between them what they wanted, and that's how we got to here. But my point is though is that yes, they are your friends. Well, they can be your friends, but don't let anyone try and manipulate into doing something you don't want to do. Yeah, like I said, you have with what you have in your hands is a means to take your own destiny, or shouldn't even make it for that matter. I'm not, like I said, I'm not encouraging you to go out and just go crazy over the countrysides. What I am saying though is you need to be smart. You need to be cautious. The other people in that room that you met, one of them, her dagger is already crimson, and she's very happy to take the lives of others as well as implicate people you love into compromising positions. Frame jobs for the most part.
Oh, the one that had the weird shadow behind her, right?
Correct.
Yeah, she gave me the creeps. I didn't want to be her friend.
Yeah, we are very frankly not friends. She's already put me through a lot of trouble already.
So, Mr. Victor, ever since I've had this, I had the one dream where I've met you other three people in your things, but have you been having other strange dreams too?
A few, in fact, not recently.
Cause yeah, one time I had this weird dream where I think it was Miss Beery, where she was just going around the undisputed best fighter in the world, great champion of Brytarth parade all around the world. It was weird. Kind of wholesome, but weird.
Victor just cock an eyebrow at that. Intriguing. Well, the weirdest dream I ever had was the emperor down south passing away, and somebody taking great glee in it. He wasn't quite sure who. It was
Well, just to give you, it wasn't glee, but like happiness that he wasn't
there to
around.
cause trouble.
Like this is what he wanted.
Yeah,
Brytarth, he would have been taking glee in it, but
but different kind. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a different kind.
like his
That's more.
suffering had ended, kind of happy.
But yeah, like I said that's more of I get I with Brythoff it's more like It's also why watching some like your biggest rival like trip down the stairs and break his neck kind of karmically. If I'm this is above board by the way. But anyway, back to it. Let's see where were we? There's that. There's also chaos poking his head in, just seeing how things are going. I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
you've had
think
those as well.
the person that she, I don't know, was like moving all around weird through that space. He said he was.
Yeah,
They said they were finally happy that all 4 weapons finally had an owner, and things will start getting interesting.
yeah. That generally means things are gonna probably start going to hell in a handbasket at some point. Sooner sooner or later. It all depends. I I guess essentially, like I said, I just wanted to come here and meet you, the kind of person you are. And so far, you seem like you're pretty decent. You don't no high ambitions, no otherwise not wholly bloodthirsty. Hey, or just somebody who genuinely wants to protect the people they love. My my advice, other than the first given, is to hold on to that. That's literally what's going to separate you from oh, name a mad tyrant. You can probably throw one at a dartboard, and they wouldn't be too far off the truth.
Hmm.
And Victor would just kind of lean back. So, before we cut it to a close, what exactly is it you want to do?
I just want to live my life as best I can. I know it's hard to do that in here if you don't have the proper skills, as that's what our king expects from his people. The better, more skills you have to benefit him, the better you're treated. And I didn't have the best grasp of the magic in me. I know Barrick has been helping me understand it, but his magic is different than mine. But he sees me as a bigger tool now, so I hope I have family that didn't. I couldn't do as. They did more than I could. I was kind of the black sheep of my family, so I hope that I can protect them.
They were just kind of. I think maybe we'll reach this back and pull out a Honeycrisp apple, cut one in half, and offer a piece.
Ooh,
Like one half of the two.
I've never had an apple before. She kind of just bites into it.
Yeah,
You kind of see a tear drip from my. Oh, it's so good.
I wasn't exactly I wasn't the star pupil of my family either. Spent a lot of time trying to prove myself something I'm not to them, and the other half kind of resenting him for it. There's, but he kind of looks at the ceiling for a bit. Larry did have a point though. They are still family.
So with that, we're gonna cut over to Mountain Blood and Nildir in the kind of special room.
Special room.
Since
Special
Lyric has gone
room.
off to the kitchen to explain to the chef how to make cheesecake. As you
I don't
kind of
like
hear
it.
a knock on the door. Yes. Can I come in and speak to you, please? As you recognize the voice of the little kobold.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come in, come
Yes.
in.
Good to meet you. I am my name is Barrick Red Dash. I am the High Mage of His Majesty Brytarth. Kind of does a little bow. It's an honor to meet you. I hear you are a mage of well renown as well, my good sir.
Um, Mage, yes. Not sure of how much renown, depending on who you ask.
Well, my Lee seemed to know who you were, so I figured you were well known.
I suppose you could say I founded the Mage College back in the Empire.
Oh, you were the founder of that college, huh? That'd make you well over 1,000 years old.
Yes and no. Time can be a bit tricky.
Oh, yes, you have the transmutation variety of kind of magic that time can be. Is the
So,
magic
did
I
you,
try to specialize in as well.
hmm, did you need something from us?
Well, I just wish to speak on magic with you if you would be so inclined to pique my interest. I always like to learn new things when I can. Yes?
Oh, yes, not a problem at all. After all, I did found a school for the purpose of spreading and sharing magical knowledge.
Mm.
Skull, you wanted to learn some more
Oh.
about magic too, didn't
Who?
you?
Who?
You?
I go by Mountain Blood.
Sorry, Mountain Blood, my brain. Sorry. Mountain Blood, you wanted to learn more about magic too, right?
I did. Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I have not had any sleep today. It's been a long day.
It's fine.
Mountain Blood,
Yes.
I believe that the three of us can have a nice discussion about magic while we're waiting for Lyric and Victor.
Yeah, we certainly give it a try. I might not be of good use, but I'm certainly willing to learn.
He's kind of looking at you, Neildir, the little kobold. I can see something's transmuting the field around you. I can't quite explain what it is. I've never seen anything like it. I have to know more. It's almost like it could affect the people around you if you're not careful with it.
Yeah, something I'm working on dealing with.
It's almost like the time around you is all wibbly wobbly.
Yeah, it's quite wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Who and what?
Who would have guessed?
Hmm.
So can I take a look at it? As he kind of goes up and looks at you.
All right.
He kind of like runs his finger down your arm. Hmm. Weird.
What's that? What's weird? Does he have growth?
It's kind of like the haste spell is cast on you, but it's not.
Uh, Explain.
He did this to Vildir, not you, Mountain Blood.
I know
He's watching
I'm
curiously.
questioning. I'm like, well, how? What?
Yeah. I specialize in that kind of magic, and even I don't know.
You could say I'm being affected by a magic that these small scaled portions are more or less being frozen in time.
Do you show him the actual scales?
Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting. He kind of pokes at one. Kind of like scrapes a little bit with his finger. Interesting. And kind of like scrapes a little powder residue into a little vial and puts it back into a little knapsack he has. Interesting, interesting. So what kind of a school do you specialize in?
Is he still talking to me?
Yes.
Well, I have dabbled in several schools of. Well, I have dabbled in several schools of magic. My main school of proficiency would be necromancy.
Necromancy, huh? Yeah, his liege kind of forbids that around here. Apparently he had a bad run-in with some necromancer long ago. Apparently that's why his
Yeah.
one eye's all milky and bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too happily viewed in my time either.
Yes, he could always... The magic... There's magic to get that fixed, but he refuses to, like as a sense of purpose or something.
Hmm.
I don't spell too much into it. We have a couple clerics and healers around here, but have offered to repair his eye, but he's always refused.
I suppose that's his choice then.
So, what's the most powerful spell you can muster then?
I'll spell that I can muster. Ah, I can make my way around by dimensioning doorways. I can shrivel up plant matter with a matter of blight. That of the sort.
Ooh, interesting. I don't have his character fully made yet, so let me see something with him. See, I can... He kind of shows up this little green orb. I could do this. I'm not going to fully use it as he kind of dispels it. But that's something you don't want to get hit by.
Can I tell what that was?
Arcana check.
Arcana.
With advantage.
20.
Yeah, that
dirty
was
20.
disintegrate.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Yeah, that is quite. It is quite powerful. I can see you've been studying quite a bit.
Yes. His liege has found a lot of old books that are full of knowledge. Very few people can read them around here. Most my kind focus more on being sneaky and moving around. I focus on mind. As he kind of taps his head.
I'll just kind of say to him in Draconic, good for you, little one.
Ah, yes, you can speak the tongue of my kind as well. You must have known a dragon in the past as well, correct? He's still in Draconic.
Oh, yes, you can say I've been quite close with some. Silo's gold, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I've been quite close with some gold dragons.
Ah, gold. I suppose you mean Silo off in the Imperial capital. I got a chance to talk with him for a bit as well. He seems like... I wouldn't mind working under him if something were to happen to my liege. Don't tell him I said that.
Silo and his parents.
He kind of whispers, "Don't say he said he wouldn't mind working for Silo."
Oh, no, no worries.
I suppose my liege has kind of a slight respect for him. Because as you know, there's not many dragons left on this continent because of Dragon's Bane.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna show off one little trick because I can do this 3 times per long rest. I'm going to activate my gift of the metallic dragon protective wings.
Can you roll that ability?
So it basically just causes these golden spectral wings to form around him.
Ooh, wow. Wish I could do that.
It's a nice little trick. It's a nice little convenient use of power I picked up from Silo's parents.
Hmm.
But best of luck to you in your studies. Best of luck with developing and expounding upon your magics. And do feel free to let me know if you have any questions or would like assistance with something.
Yes, I can. I can do the spell that lets me communicate over infinite distance on the same plane. I know that spell gets a little tricky if you're on a different plane of existence, but as long as you're in the same plane of existence, I can message you.
Very well.
I assume you can do that as well? I.e., do you have sending as a spell?
I'm looking. Oh, fuck. I do not. I actually do not. I only have the ability to respond to messages that you send.
Huh. Well, most people I know seem to take that one, but I guess learn that, but I guess you didn't. Well, it lets you respond back to me too, so if I need to contact you for the question, I can.
Wonderful.
And good to see you again, Mr. Mountain Blood.
Yes.
We didn't
Until
get
we
to
meet
talk
again.
earlier because His Highness is intimidating when he's in his throne room.
I would be too. If I had
You
my
would be
own
too
throne
if you
room.
were an ancient dragon and had an obsidian throne room.
Well,
Well,
I
If
got
I had a throne room.
I guess a undead friend that can help me the rest of the day. As he kind of wanders off.
Make sure you take care of that before the day's up, or things can get quite awkward.
Got it. At about the same time, Victor walks back into the room.
Just for note, Victor would have also warned that Xanatha is a or it can change shapes. He would have added that on the life advice.
Okay, fair enough. And about the same time, Lyric's gonna come back from teaching Nude how to make a cheesecake.
How did it turn out? Did it turn out good?
Were you there?
Like I said,
It got deflate. We gave it a nice water bath.
The
Basically,
cheesecake?
it'd be in the oven right
Yeah,
now.
that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do.
I guess I'm not
If
a
you don't do
baker.
it, it deflates.
I guess I'm not a baker. So I wouldn't know.
yeah, and our little chat
Does
went
does
pretty well.
does cheesecake have cheese in it?
Do you look? Yes, it does. It's cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Why don't they call it cream cake then?
Listen, I didn't invent it. I learned it from somebody else. Okay.
I'm just curious. It's like if it doesn't have cheese, it should not be called cheesecake.
Well, it has cheese. It's actually not a cake, though. It's a pie.
Why do they call it cake then?
I don't know.
On that wonderful note, I'm ready. I'm ready to turn it for the evening.
Yeah, like half an hour later, you see Nude kind of wheeling in a cart. Got a few
Rude.
things of meat, like some meat on it, some bread. He does have a bottle of wine for you guys. Ah, yes. His Majesty doesn't let many people have alcohol around here. Usually it's only its highest end, highest ranked military people and people he deems worthy. And guests. So, enjoy.
I'll take that. Anyone want some?
I want the glass. That Lithotep kind of perks up.
Victor will also have a glass ready.
Okay.
It would be rude to not have a glass.
Serves up.
So yeah, you start eating the food. It's not as good as I'd say
Over at Alice's?
Atlas's is back at the Seven Sisters, but still, for probably the limited amount of supplies you can get here, it's probably the best food you could probably get around here.
It's something.
Do not look,
The meat is all
do not
cooked
look
and
at
seared to
Portsmouth.
perfection. The bread's got that nice... I mean, the bread's probably as good as bread can be, because you can't... Bread kind of has a good... To get that high ceiling, it's really hard to do, but it's good crackly outside, good soft, moist, spongy inside. Nice fresh butter to spread on it with some honey.
Sweet.
You can see why he keeps him around as a chef.
Worth it.
I'm assuming he's not there with the chef. Isn't there with us?
He basically brought the food and left.
Nude. Funny name.
I'm gonna say this, Victor. When you were leaving, you heard Iona goes as she's walking away. I'm gonna call you Ven. That's your name. It's Ven, my friend.
But glad it could have been. Well, at least
You
Well,
did
there's
help
size.
kind of persuade her in the way she's going to be raising that staff, by the way. That's what the persuasion
Yeah.
check was about.
yeah, no, I figured. So I figured look at after like, I've done my good deed for today. I'm gonna go.
How it's going to be, you'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This could actually be a terrible decision. Either way, yeah, that's future Victor's problem.
Typical Victor move.
Well, it's not like he's not trying.
An attempt was made.
So over the course of before you call out for the night, you see a couple of other people come by, see if you need anything. You get greeted by a couple of other kobolds asking if you have any requests that need to be done. But you all decide to call it for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Perception. Don't fail me now. 24.
Alright, 15.
Nat one.
Womp.
Okay, and let's roll for Nylathotep. Hey, Nat 1 buddies!
This time I don't suck.
You're awakened, Victor. You're awakened by someone coming in into your room after all the lights have gone out.
Good old dark vision. What do I say?
You see Beery coming in the room looking flustered.
Hey Barry. Any particular reason you're
Kind of runs up to you. Are you hurt? Are you anything wrong? Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling fine. Why?
The food didn't taste weird, or nothing seems wrong with everyone else?
Oh boy.
At this point, everyone, Lyric and Mountain Blood, you wake up.
Oh god.
Was food poisoned?
We don't know. We just we just found Nude his back at his house. He's been dead for like 4 days.
What? It's been 4 days.
No.
First, she's gonna slap herself with,
He's been dead for 4 days. We don't know who that was in here today.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's a really long nap.
Can Victor make a history check?
Yes.
Does that person seem familiar? Like, now he's actually trying to think back. Who's that remind him of? 12!
You realize that you get, okay, why did that person look familiar? This is really eating at the back of my mind now.
I can't think of it. There was something familiar about. Well, the person who was pretending to be the chef.
Yes, he's
Dude.
never left the country. You shouldn't have recognized him. That's... Something's not right here. Get your armor on now. Everyone get up.
No crap. Here we go.
Here we go again.
Are Narlethrotep and Nildir just still unconscious?
Yep. Wake those two up. Hurry.
Yeah, Victor will go wake up Nildir and Nyarlathotep. Like, just kind of give him like a light smack. Hey, wake up.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
That one.
Shut up.
23.
Okay, just a second. I gotta check what his actual counter to that is quick. Fine, I'll get... Falls out of bed. Runs on his face. Ow!
I imagine the two of them both just doing the same thing, just falling on the ground face first next to each other.
Oh, I was having such a
Ow.
fun dream. You were there, and you were there, and there was a red... Oh, wait, that wasn't a dream.
There's a man made of tin and a man made of straw, kind of like a scarecrow.
dear.
There's a lion that was afraid of everything.
I think you had too much wine.
Well, yeah, I think quite possibly. Points don't get out. We've got a problem. We've got a possible.
Fuck.
Who just did that?
That wasn't me,
me.
but that was good.
Yeah. Wasn't me.
That was me. Not the second one.
The sus was me.
Anyway, that's the only time I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
That was awesome.
I don't know what's going on. We should check on my father. He should be asleep in his throne room.
Probably dead.
What's going on?
You remember the chef from last night?
Yeah,
It wasn't him.
the really cool chef that made the really good, tasty food.
Yeah, that wasn't him. He's been dead for 4 days.
The nude chef is dead.
Well, no,
Wait, you say
the
Nude
point.
was dead?
No, I'm saying the person who fed us wasn't the chef.
Are you telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
Yeah. Yes, I sure find this rice. Get your stuff together.
Let's go.
We got problems. So Victor's gonna get his armor on. He's gonna don as quickly as he can.
Yeah.
He's literally just mumbling. Victor's just mumbling himself. Oh, not this shit again. God save me! I swear to you.
So you, okay, quick, let's get there as fast as we can. I'm worried about my father.
All right.
As you run down the hallway.
Dun, dun, dun.
Isn't he a dragon?
Actually, he should be one. Is that the right? Forget, is gargantuan? What size are these guys again? My mind's going blank.
Medium, large,
5 is gargantuan, I think, because a huge gargantuan.
gargantuan.
if it's more than 3 squares, it's gargantuan. Right?
I'm just
Or
trying
is
to
that
remember what
huge?
they say they are in the
Like we're
in the
medium.
Nope, they're
Large would
gargantuan,
be
so
2 by 2. Yeah.
that'll work.
He feels
As you enter the throne room, you see in the back of the pile there, you see Brytarth. He is in full dragon form, and he is
4x4.
fat as fuck.
Oh boy.
He is what?
What?
Wait, what was that? Mad or
Fat as fuck.
oh? So we're talking about We're talking about D&D movie. Name.
Thumber Chad, yeah, he looks like him.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
I had
damn.
planned to be like that before that movie came out, by the way. So,
So who copy coup?
but you also see Nude standing there. Oh,
I like nude.
it
damn,
seems I've been found out. How sad.
Send nude.
Damn, he's thick.
I was sent to retrieve a couple things here. Looks like I couldn't do it in time here, but... Ugh. As he turns around, you see his face morph and form back into another younger-looking person. Victor, you immediately recognize this guy. As he goes, Victor, I haven't seen you in oh so long. As you're standing face to face with your old pal that you thought was dead, Harvey Ellis.
Oh shit.
Suppose you thought I was dead, didn't you?
That would have been nice. But yes.
Yeah, it's not fun getting beaten to death by, Mr., I'm blanking on his name. The character I created, and I'm blanking on his name, goddammit. Ingvar. Luckily, I had backup
Sorry.
plans.
So I didn't. Damn it, that was a good roll too. I was trying to click on. Everything to see what my range was.
Victor, who is the shit stain?
Someone who should have been dead, I'm sure.
1 moment. Want to do this properly. This is Harvey Ellis. Like I said, you hit the nail on the head with the title.
Now I really can't walk
didn't you
around my own
invite a
home
hunter?
without being thrown into question as like, why are you alive? And then you go and mess up my wife's plan, and now she's all pissed at you too.
Oh, yeah,
Is this Nyletho standing next to Lyric?
Yes.
Oh boy.
You're just gonna turn him into a motherfucking T-Rex.
Just a T-Rex, a motherfucking T-Rex.
Okay.
Long story short, this is one. It's one of like not narratives. It's one of our Lich Boy's minions.
And she's just gonna point to this dude and just be like, "Sick him."
Well, I was told to keep you guys alive by Master, but you, my dear dragon lady, were not part of that list. Die. As he casts power word kill. And that is where we're going to end this.
Jesus.
You son